What's been the response? We kind of touched on this before we turn on the camera, but what has been the response from the legal committee and legal community and legislators?
Actually, it's not just them, everybody.
Right.
Other colleges, DPSST, multiple legislators, senators. There's been nothing but positive support. There's one or two people out there that aren't going to like it. We already know that. They've already showed up. But I'd say 90+% has been all for it, some level of it. We don't know how it's going to end up. Of course we don't once the bill gets in there. But we hope that they keep it simple, because right now it's simple. There's not as big cost to it. These are simple procedures, simple things that you could change that would have made us being here today impossible. It wouldn't have taken much. And when we had no idea the support that we were going to get until we sat down at the table, and then outside of that, talking about this bill with a group of individuals, of stakeholders that got put together to add their 2 cents in on the bill. And I was surprised to hear most of them all say, yeah, we recognize too, we need to get this changed. Because for me, I look at it as a business owner going, it seems that they have a real high liability right now. Because if you have a very gray statute and you don't have these things in place, I mean, look where we are. We've got a college that could have totally avoided this, plus other colleges. I mean, I'm hoping, and I know they are, that they're all looking at this going, we don't want to be in that boat. So what do we need to do? And that's what most everybody has said, is saying. They don't necessarily like all the suggestions, but bar none, most of them, I think everybody would say, yeah, there's a reason we need to make these changes. And again, it just seems like it takes everybody out of a huge liability issue. Can you imagine if you had cameras in the car? Not only would that have not happened, because you can have things where if the camera gets turned off, that would send an alarm to somebody that would go, hey, why is your camera off? Or you turn the GPS off. If the guy does anything, if you had that kind of a person in that car, it takes some effort for him to try and do what he did, if he could even do it at all. But then even regular stops, anything, you would think, my logic would be, wouldn't you want to have these things there? Because now it makes you, it keeps you away from litigation issues, from issues of being sued by kids and such that say this and this happened, this officer did this and that. It eliminates any question of everything going on. Every time why would you not want something like that? The police, for the most part, I know, it works for them well, because somebody wants to, for one, if they know that there's a camera on them, or some kind of recording device, people usually behave a little better, right? And if they don't, that story, anybody wants to dispute it, there's no dispute, you're done. It seems like if you're trying to save money, I've heard the argument with this, that it's going to cost them a lot of money to put GPS and cameras in cars. I think that's negligent. They already have cameras all over the place, just a few more on some cars, and GPS. As a private business owner, it didn't cost me that much to put GPS and cameras in my building and have a DVR recorder. I know it's probably more extensive for them, more memory, but it's a one-time thing. You buy the hardware, and then after that, it doesn't cost much to have that type of hardware after you buy it.